For the person who sent me this coloring, this message is for you. My name's Chelsea. I created a tool called Color Mending Therapy that teaches emotional regulation skills by coloring out how you're feeling, then using charts to be able to decode what your body's trying to get you to look at. And as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know your experience way better than I do, and view the information that I'm sharing with you as clues or data points to help you connect the dots better. When you sent over this coloring, you also shared, I was battling some wicked postpartum depression and anxiety. Once my kids fell asleep, I colored, and this was the first time my brain wasn't yelling and screaming a million different things at me. Y'all, that is the power of intuitive coloring. And remember that while intuitive coloring is an amazing tool, your brain is going to continually put yourself in situations that will mimic those emotions until you take the time to process and uncover what the emotion is trying to bring to your attention, which is what we're doing today. Let's start out with the left side of the page. 3 hearts. You also told me that you had 3 kids. Each kid gets a heart. The number 3 also has to do with your life's purpose and mission. Pink has to do with confidence, and the blue lines above and below the hearts, these represent peace and understanding. Putting this all together, your body's essentially telling you that by becoming a mother, it puts you on the fast track to fulfilling your life's mission, and that these specific children, if you're open to what they're going to teach you, are going to bring so much peace and so much love into your life. It's also your body's way of reminding you that you are specifically meant to be their mother. It's not saying it's going to be easy, but it is saying if you're able to navigate the highs and the lows together, you're going to build something that's beyond your wildest dreams. Moving on to the white background, this is reminding you to look at a recent experience where you felt really enlightened, because there's still some wisdom in that experience that you haven't absorbed yet. I'm making the assumption that it has something to do with you speaking up, primarily because of the yellow triangle and the pink zigzags in the corner. These shapes and colors are basically just saying that you developed some really strong mommy senses, and it's so easy for you to see when someone is acting out of character or is deceitful, and to pay attention to those signals. And if you feel hesitant about speaking out about what you're observing, that's your tell that whatever you're observing needs to have some light shine on it. The teal at the bottom of the page represents all the emotions that you feel when you're hesitant to speak out. It's essentially all the fear around seeing people's true colors, knowing that that will bring some change, which also means it will bring grief. And it's basically going to create an environment where it's going to be really easy for you to slip into kind of a depressed state. But here's the coolest part. This blue square is telling you that if you express yourself freely, it's going to create a lot of self-respect, self-love, and self-trust, which is exactly the things that you need to feel more present when you're spending time with your family and while you're working towards your goals. I saved my favorite part for last, the 6 raindrops. It's telling you that if you approach all of this through a space of playfulness, the old emotions that you're really nervous about are gonna be easier to navigate, and old patterns are gonna be easier to let go of. If you're interested in having me interpret your coloring, comment 777 and I'll send you the instructions to learn how.